when you sit before those members of Congress, knowing full well that some of them have made money on stock trades because of insider information, what will you be telling that panel and the American people tomorrow? Because I would assume this will be live on C-SPAN.
Yes. Well, as you suggested, I'll be suggesting an outright ban. You mentioned the Stock Act, which currently governs congressional insider trading, and enforcement has been non-existent. To call it woeful would be actually an understatement. It's non-existent. The fines for violations of the Stock Act include $200 and a slap on the wrist. And even then, DOJ does not actually enforce most of the time. And when you consider the millions of dollars, like some of the stats you just showed, $200 is nothing to members of Congress who are willing to risk violations that could make millions and get charged $200.
Right.
Well worth it.
Oh, that's a gamble I'd take every day, Dan. I would double down on that 10 times a day. Hit me $200 per each time I trade. I wouldn't care if I'm making millions. So let me get this straight. There's already rules on the book telling these folks not to do it, yet they're still doing it, and then no one holds them accountable because they're the ones in charge of making the rules. Is that, I'm trying to get this all right. Am I right in the head now?
That's about right. The Stock Act has rules in place, and it's supposed to be up to DOJ to enforce the rules.
Wow.
But a lot of times, members of Congress who are in the party that controls DOJ have friends within the Department of Justice, and there's almost no enforcement. And again, like I said, even if there is enforcement, the requirement is you have to disclose what you did 45 days after, and you get fined $200, which is not a deterrent to anybody with millions on the table and the insider information that they have.
I mean, I literally screwed up that read. You heard me in your intro about how much Nancy profited in the percentile because I couldn't believe I was supposed to say 17,000. Was that right, guys? Like, are you kidding me? And if you're out there doing better than the guys that are the experts that are sitting on, you know, the business channels or the Wall Street professionals that are telling you, here's a stock that I would invest in, here's a sector of business I'd invest in, and you're doing 2, 3, 4 times better than those experts who also have some inside track on Wall Street, then you have to be doing something illegal. You have to be knowing, hey, we're about to award XY company billions of dollars in this military contract, so their stock's going to shoot way up. So let me go over here and call my hubby and tell him to buy a bunch of stock in this company, Nancy's husband. I mean, that's how it's been going, right? For decades.
You're absolutely right. And even in just a 2-year span, there was a study done between 2019 and 2021, 2 years. 3,700 different trades by members of Congress were flagged as violations of the Stock Act, almost no enforcement. And then just earlier this year, members of Congress, right after the Liberation Day tariffs were announced, 2,000 trades got flagged on over 700 different companies who were directly impacted by the tariffs, flagged as being potential conflicts of interest. Almost no enforcement action. We're talking about in the volume of thousands of trades over just a very short period of time, and almost nothing has happened. It's really showing that there's a 2-tier system. Anybody in the private sector who engages in trading like this ends up in a load of legal hot water.
Martha Stewart.
But not
That's
members
all I'm
of
going to say.
Congress.
2 words. Martha Stewart.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.